Hi, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in West Fort Knott to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me. That's Tarman's son. He must have placed the photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son?
thank you. Yes, he's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named her. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Strip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Storm! And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him. first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference. On a dark night in May 1816, 3 men and 2 women found themselves confined to a villa on the shore of Lake Geneva. A catastrophic volcanic eruption had wrought havoc on the global climate, and the relentless rain hammered down outside. With little else to do, the occupants of the villa decided to compose ghost stories. And it was on this fateful night that a woman named Mary penned what would become Frankenstein. Mary, who was only 18 years of age, had already lived a tumultuous life. She was engaged in an affair with the poet Percy Bysshe Shelley at the time, whom she would later go on to marry. A dramatic retelling of these events was committed to film prior to the Death Stranding. Titled Mary Shelley, it stars Elle Fanning in the lead role. Now, where have I heard that name before? the Pequot. His crew includes Dutchmen, Frenchmen, Spaniards, Portuguese, Icelanders, as countless other people of myriad origins. A gathering of souls that transcend. I can't help but be reminded of Kojima Productions. Wait, judging by your reaction, you've never heard of Kojima Productions? I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time it made me wish that I could do something. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat. Was that,
Extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility.
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its Western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the change. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge's. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHP. I recruited them myself when we first met, and you can pick up the order from. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Access restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery. Process your orders and requests.
Hold on a minute. Are you... Does this mean the drawbridge? Oh, thank you. It's an honor to... This cargo is in tip-top shape. You are a consummate professional. We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future. The next step involves the Cupid, yeah?
Now displaying your current order grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs. You've probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings, places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no void outs at any rate.
غير كده لقيته في الاخر بيقول لي يعني ايه don't plan any dinners on your first day عشان هتقضي حبه حلوين في المطار. بيقول لي هتفضل قاعد في المطار حبه حلوين. يعني اللي حصل لي في روسيا وان انا قعدت في المطار 9 ساعات بيحصل في امريكا عادي جدا، ولكن بروباجندا الغرب ما بتسمعناش ده. وبس انا ما اظنش ان انا استخدم الفيزا قريب. انا اخدتها احتياطي عشان تبقى معايا، عشان لو قررت في اي وقت او عندي ترانزيت او حاجه تبقى الفيزا جاهزه وما تخسرش.
This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden... We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what... Around the time we got started, the APAC people should... With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest... But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect... Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to While fires are a common occurrence in this region, water... So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within... They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of... When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tars. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive. Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river. directly opposite. Come back and visit.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help. Thank you, Kyle. Thanks for your help.
Just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. But that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying is not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining.
You think I spooked her?
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to
I love ingrown hairs.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
I don't even know who the fuck this is. كان في حاجة مضايقاك today? No, Mimi, not at all. Why would you think so? I had an amazing time. I really did. What about me did you feel like في حاجة مضايقاني? What did I do? I love you too, you Alpi. What did I do today that made you feel this way? Yeah, I love beacons.
Thanks for
Do
coming,
you?
Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall?
Rainey, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
What was? What was different?
Fragile. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
I was glad to see Rainey. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from... A pity that her child shows no Rainey used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard... And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures... I don't really...
Okay.
Hi, Mimi. Mimi, what was different about me today? Poor Albi. It's a new ride. You like it? Mimi, what was different about me? You said something was different. Nothing was bothering me, my Mimi, wallahi. I'm sorry.
Sam. See? This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready.
يا ملهاش أي لازمة.
Hey, Sam. Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odradek to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Commencing route creation.
Yeah, I loved the movie. It was really good. Really, really fun movie.
Delivery route finalized.
I do, yeah. you crying?
Order accepted. Thank you. What in the world?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do
Mimi,
about
I love
that
you more
fire.
than anything in this whole world, my Mimi. I love you more than anything has ever loved or ever will love. Mere words cannot describe how much I love you, my baby. Maybe try like your old thing.
My name's Sam. No way, same here. Hey, Sam, over there. I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport. All right, time to make our getaway. This was marked as a dangerous location on your map, Sam. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen. Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth. I don't know. I've always been very sensitive to cold. Hi, Mimi.
Sam, it's impossible to put out a fire that's grown this massive. Escape is our only option. We need to find a way out and take it before it's too late.
But I want to. I want them to feel like I'm their older brother, you know? I do it for my sisters. Yeah, but like, it's not why it's not for me to like earn their love. It's because I love them too, you know? That's why I want to. Gift giving is my love language. Words of affirmation, physical touch. Mine is physical touch too.
Still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
We've heard all about you from your... Go ahead and connect.
Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Hi, Mimi. But yeah, I want to get here.
The time
she's a girl that controls rain.
There was nothing that I could do.
I want to get your siblings present.
And they hated me for it, including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the timefall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. Be safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
No.
We need to leave right now.
Please.
God, get out of here!
You know the what's it called? The evil guy in the movie. He didn't really do anything that evil. The guy who got slimed.
All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day.
So sorry. Hey there. You're Rainey, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm. Poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me?
فادي عضلات.
I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you.
Not at all. You don't look Asian.
For both of you. I'll be your umbrella.
Yeah, it's a very weird name.
And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on.
You don't look Sudanese at all.
Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
No, Mimi, you don't. Last time I farted as soon as you left the car.
Thank you. That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us. The animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell.
Ooh, new music. Nice.
I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Poor Mimi.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hull. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distract. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any trouble. Well, we first found her in an area with high concentration. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand. But it's thought this may be a key fact. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an... It's where we look after the vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a... After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough...
It smells like
we'll move her up
farts.
top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem, which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future gen... Cheers, Sam. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the death stranding.
Yeah, but I'm trying.
And once they're gone,
I stopped
there's no getting them
cigarettes.
back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when
Do I smell like
gets fully
cigarettes?
linked up. So I've got high
Yeah, like I
expectations
have
for your
one
friends.
or between
Speaking
1
of
and 3
which,
at work.
How would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts?
But like, yeah, I cut down
It'd be a simple
drastically.
matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought.
I have like 3 max at work.
Return to the DHP
But I don't
channel
smoke
and
at home.
report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Order completed. Well done.
With orange what?
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
I love seduction. Really, what do you like about it? When did I say that? Oh, actually, yeah. Like, I don't know, like, I don't think it's worth it. Like, there's no angle. How do we troll him? Like, I need to think of something very elaborate for this guy. Oh, that's actually a good idea. It's your what? It's my... I don't know why it doesn't display the whole fucking message. Oh, my Mimi.
It's good as new to me.
When she's outside, Rainie's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm.
Of course I can.
Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
I read about a dream of us being married and kissing and cuddling all day.
Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance
Should I take it off?
I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that
That's
beach.
all my powers could do.
Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach.
I dream of random things, and I dream of being married to you and giving you a happy life. كده يعني. And I also dream about like weird stuff as well. I had a really nice dream where we both went to Jerusalem. It was very nice.
You'll be happy to hear that a request has come in which will take you to your next destination. Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from West Fort Knott instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it. You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access the delivery terminal at West Fort Knott to pick up this main order. Oh, and the DHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart.
It's all good, it's all good.
poor. Where's the mole? I don't know. This is a fetus. My baby turned into a fetus. I love babies. Mimi, you're so perfect in every way possible. Like, it feels unreal. Like, I cannot think of a singular best feature about you because you're just so perfect in every way possible. Mimi, look at this. This is what I finished so far. This is like, what, a third of Australia? Or a fourth? I have all of this left. The entire continent. What do you mean it's empty? Oh, it's because it's in this world. This, What do you... Why? Australia is very relevant. It's a very powerful country. Why does Australia barely have, cities? It does. But like in this world, in this game, it's like a post-apocalyptic world. So there's not many cities here. Like there's no mountain in snowy mountain in Australia. Yeah, but like a lot of it is uninhabitable because like it's mostly desert. Hi, Mimi. Good luck, 'cause it's nice. Hi, my baby.
I love
I love you, my Mimi. My Mimi, my Mimi, my Mimi. Hi, my baby. Poor, poor baby Mimi. I had an amazing time, my Mimi.